What up? What up? What up? What up? What up with it? It's your man's in there. PE to the PE. Positive energy. AKA Budd Buttx. AKA HI. And I'm your man's Pep A Spliff. Peace, man. Positive energy assures constant elevation because I'm constantly elevating over here. Welcome to First Toke. This is a special edition since the high school playoffs then came to an end. I'm gonna give you my little final take on basically what's going on around here with the Maslin and McKinley beef, as you want to call it, and just have one final little episode, and I'm gonna lay that to bed. So with that being due, my man Pep A Spliff gonna say what he got to say. Well, I'm just here to lay out a little couple facts. First of all, I want to let everybody know the motto in the saying at Canton McKinley High School is where champions are made. Let me straighten my tie out. Where champions are made and success is tradition. Okay? And why do we say this? Well, it's because, you know, we have been state champs in multiple sports. We're not just a one sport school. We've been champion 36 times in various different championships. We have 12 football, 13 swimming. 3 of those football were in the playoffs, not just fictional. 3 for the boys basketball, 3 for the girls volleyball. Hell, we even got 2 for baseball, 1 for golf, and even track and field. Not to mention girls basketball also won 1. That's 36 state championships, various sports, and we won these. When let's just start off with the football. We're talking about football season here, so we won these football championships at a time where there was powerhouse Catholic programs who can recruit and do what they do, and had dynasties going on, kind of like right now. See, basically, another thing I want to, what I'm saying, right now, was Maslin's best run, and we're going to talk about when we had our best run. Okay, so we have, since the playoffs started, there's been 109 state titles. 109 teams have won 257 titles. Not any by Maslin. Not a single one. Okay. When McKinley first went to their first playoff state, when they won their first playoff championship, they had to go against Moeller. Moeller had won 4 out of 5 and had been like 6 out of, it would end up being 6 out of 8 up until that point, at which when McKinley won, beat this powerhouse program. Okay? When Ignatius won, they had won like 7 out of 8 championships, like 5 in a row. Had only lost 1 in like what was it? 89, I think. Came back. Don't quote me on that. And then McKinley had to stop that run in 96. Well, they didn't win the championship. They didn't beat him in 96. Played him real well, and they knew they was real. And Iggy didn't win the championship because they played McKinley in the semifinals. It was a little tough. And then McKinley won their 2 championships in 97, 98. And that was when they had their finest team. Facts. That's just the fact. I'm gonna bump all that, man. Bump all that. These mugs get on my nerves how arrogant and obnoxious they are for no reason. Don't even be don't even really be winning. This is their finest hour, and then they couldn't win. But let's just take it back to this. They cry about every little thing. You know what I'm saying? They want to do their little arrogant shit and have a grown man waving his flag in front of a high school band, and they think that's all gravy to disrespect and do all of that just for a grown man to disrespect kids. But then they cry about having to sit on the same side as the Akron people because they like to start fights in the stands. Oh, so you mean they ain't gonna let you can't disrespect a grown man without having some consequences that you might have to deal with, but you can look all tough in front of the kids. See, I don't understand that. And then I don't understand, like, why do they be like, why we root for other teams after y'all beat us? Like, ain't that what rivalries do? Ain't the same, I have two favorite teams and you can change the rivalry up. It just that's how it goes. I got two favorite teams in a rivalry. Whoever my favorite team is, and then whoever my rival is playing, they become my favorite team. So, like I said, my favorite team is the McKinley Bulldogs, and my second favorite team is whoever is playing the ass Lilililin Tyler. That's Lilililin. You got to say ass Lilililin. Ass Lilililin with three L's in a row. Ass Lilililin Tigers. Fuck all that. What I want to know is why the fuck did they make the whack ass shoes, man? Like, I just really been sitting here thinking, like, why did they do that shit? Like, what was they thinking they was doing? What? Was they gonna kill the game? Was the kids gonna want to keep them shoes? What they done? They keep them and wear them around town? Was they gonna have, like, what you can rock and what you can stop? Was they gonna put some of them shits up for later, like, and bring them back out at a later date? It's another thing that killed me, man. They always talking about their facilities as if our facilities is something to laugh at. Like, okay, y'all got an indoor facility. Okay, but we got the natatorium because, like we've said, we've won state championships 12 times in swimming. So we have a facility that can host state championships in swimming, a real bomb facility for our other program, like one of the best in the state. We won three, well, basically four basketball titles, three for the boys, one for the girls at the field house. So we have multiple a facility for a multiple championship level program that holds around 5,000 people for basketball. So I mean, yeah. um, and not to mention, we have the finest football stadium in the country. Gotta be top five that you can even find for high school. And y'all mad because we got NFL boosters? Y'all got all kind of boosters. Why are y'all so upset that one of our boosters happened to be the Hall of Fame? Because football started here and we used to be a professional football team. I don't understand that. Like, where do y'all get off with that? Like, I just don't understand it, man. Y'all baffle me constantly. But for real, what I really want to know is, y'all the city champions. Y'all hate us so bad. Why y'all never want to talk about basketball or nothing like that? Why do y'all just always just try to keep it just football, the only thing y'all ever have anything to say about? I'm glad you actually said something about basketball. You know, Pepe Spliff love to talk about that basketball. And this is why they don't want to talk about basketball. They have played 184 games of basketball against each other. McKinley has beaten them 136 times for a difference of 88 more victories. They have this is on the this is just the men's or the boys basketball. Okay? They beat them 24 years in a row. Okay, from 1971 to 1997, they beat them every single year. Listen, I was born in 1974. My first child was born in 1998. So from the time I was born until I had my first child, it took my first child, who would later go on to go to Master, to be born for y'all to finally win a game in boys basketball. And then as for girls, well, our girls play basketball. They won a state championship too. They played them 40 times. 33 victories for the McKinley Bulldogs. They are on a current streak as we speak of 18 games in a row. We've won a state title within them 18 games. Okay? We've played them, the females played them 17 times at the field house. They've only won there once. Okay? And as far as the men, they played there 45 times with a total of 36-9 is the record. So if you put those together, let's say that's 52-10 at the field house. And the boys is bringing them down because the girls only let them beat them once. And this is why they never talk about basketball. There you have it. That will wrap up this year's high school football talk. Because, as y'all can see, we're on the basketball now. I mean, y'all can sit there and keep worrying about what happened in football, but I do believe we have one of the best. Matter of fact, I think they said the boys and the girls both have a chance at winning state titles in basketball this year. I mean, hell, I, we we do both. We do more than just football. So while y'all harping on that, we're on to the hoop. Shaman, PE, to the PE. Positive energy. We gonna have some peace around here. But we ain't gonna have no peace until we come together as one. If they need 88 wins just to get to 500, how old would I be if I was alive if they won every game until then? I'm 46. I'd be like 300 years old. 320. I don't know, I'd be high. This episode brought to you by Sneaker Freaks. We wear our kicks. Real retros. Authentics. We wear our kicks, like I said. You feel me? Peace.